what Turkey wants is very clear and consistent over the years, I believe, because we saw Turkey standing with the legitimate government in the recent years. But even before that, Turkey was always aiming for an negotiated political solution before the Haftar's takeover of Eastern Libyan administration and his claim to the rule of whole country. Turkey was trying to engage both Western Libyan actors and also Eastern Libyan actors. What Turkey, for the time being, wants is the rolling back of Haftar's aggressiveness, which is boosted by a number of regional and global actors, and stalling and backfiring this aggressive attempt to take over Tripoli and take down the GNA, which is now seem to be achieved already. Now, militarily speaking, the GNA side and by definition Turkey would like to march even further east in order to take back the towns such as Sirt and also the small towns such as Weshka east of Misrata. At the end of this process, the military aspect of this, again, what Turkey wants to see, the elimination of Haftar as an purportedly legal actor from the Libyan scene, because Turkey views him as a legitimate coup plotter, a putschist, which was again voiced by the yesterday's meeting by President Erdogan himself once more. So the elimination of Haftar as a putschist, and if possible, the rise of alternative actors in eastern Libya who have been under the pressure of Haftar himself, as we saw in two attempts of Haftar militarily taking over the rule of the country.
All right.
Well, if we look at the statement by the Fayez Sarraj yesterday, he said he doesn't want to sit down with Haftar at the moment because for the past 1 year, more than 1 year, we saw repeated aggression by Haftar camp on the Tripoli. But when the military balance changed in the Tripolitania, we saw Eastern actors, the spokesman of Haftar, Ahmed al-Mismari, and also Haftar himself, talking about ceasefire, cessation of hostilities, and for the sake of Ramadan and also Eid al-Fitr for religious and humanitarian purposes. But this does not seem to be quite convincing because these conditions have been around for a very long time. But we have not seen these actors calling for negotiation, and they have been strongly defiant in the face of any suggestions for peace and negotiations. Please remember, Khalifa Haftar scrapped and rejected all international attempts to reach a ceasefire. And you remember the Moscow meetings. He did not even sign the a ceasefire agreement, and even Berlin, he did not accept the ceasefire solution. So it is not realistic to expect the Eastern actors, Chief Khalifa Haftar, to expect to accept and honor a ceasefire and negotiated solution. The only thing that would convince him and the other affiliates of him is the military defeat. What made them calling for ceasefire is the fact that they were defeated militarily in Tripolitania, and that was thanks to Turkey's support to government of national accord, because GNA has been quite weak because no one was supporting them apart from Turkey after the memorandum of understanding. But on the other hand, we had Khalifa Haftar supported by many regional and global actors. So what President Erdogan would tell Fayez Sarraj is he would advise him to come to negotiation table, but I think after some military targets are being achieved, not now.
All right.
There are a lot of different groups, different militias, and it is itself a challenge of governing the capital in any given area. But what we experienced after Turkey intervened militarily, we saw a command, a single strategy coming out of a single chain of command. So Turkish military's role in Tripoli has been through military advisors, the staff officers of Turkish armed forces, and they proved to be quite competent of, let's say, commanding various very different militias in the same direction, throughout operations. Taking over Watiya Air Base, taking over the southern suburbs. So I think Turkish military's presence there proved to be efficient in terms of merging all those differences for the same aim of getting rid of Haftar's aggression. And I think this experience should be or could be replicated in civilian and administrative areas as well. Turkey might offer its advisory role in terms of public administration, even state building. So Turkey has some capacity, in terms of providing the GNA those capacities.